Oh, smiles. Yes. Yes.
Train!
The
I love the train!
train. I'm that type of energy today. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to be back on and just posting. I mean, by the time you're watching this, I haven't actually sat down and filmed a video since probably the summertime. So the last video that you saw about the hello love stories, I filmed that during the summertime, and so I'm filming current to date. Man, it's been a long time, and I really miss getting behind the camera and just talking about whatever I want to talk about. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the best and the worst books I've read in 2023. So I had a reading goal of reading 30 books, and I over exceeded it, being an overachiever. And I reached 33 books. A lot of them, if not most, were manga because I did not have the time this year to even sit down and actually read a decent book. I'm gonna start off with the books that I didn't like this year, and there's really only two of them that I absolutely did not like. And the first one is Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 18. This one, I think this one for me, it just felt like a drag. I don't know, starting from this book and then from volume 19 too also kind of felt a little bit of a drag. It was just really hard for me to read through it. Honestly, I don't even remember what happened.
I will say that the anime is pretty good, so in despite of not liking the 18th volume, the anime was a banger.
The second book, so there's really only two books that I dislike, right? So the second book that I disliked this year was Hanako Carries On. And this one really made me sad. I felt sad to not like this book, but I just didn't. The characters, especially the main character, was a bit annoying. The plot just wasn't giving, it wasn't attention grabbing plot, and it felt really, I don't know, just really stale. I didn't feel like much was happening. I'm going to be talking about the best books I've read this year. So the first is a series, and that is A Man and His Cat. I've read from volume 1 up to volume 9, and it is honestly the best and most wholesome manga series ever. If you have not read it, I literally made a whole video about it. It is one of my favorite manga series of this year. It is just so cute. It was so relaxing to read it, and to read again from the human perspective, and then the cat perspective, and just everybody else. It was just such a warm and wholesome book, and this plot is so good. So many valuable lessons of just doing things even when you reach a point in your life where you feel like it's over, and just learning new things. And it's just it's a wonderful wholesome book full of wonderful lessons. It's just an amazing book. I absolutely highly recommend it. If you're not usually a manga reader, I feel if you start off with this manga series, you'll absolutely love it and want to read even more manga. So the second book that I absolutely love this year is A Smart and Single Muslima. I have a whole video about this book. Again, I will link above that you can watch. But this book, absolutely amazing, wonderful tips and tricks on just how to approach marriage, how to see marriage, and just the questions that you should ask when you're getting to know somebody for marriage. It's just a wonderful book about marriage overall, and just about the differences from Western viewpoint and a more Muslim viewpoint. Again, an amazing book. I love how the author breaks down everything, and this book really helped me shape a healthier viewpoint of marriage, especially through the Muslim lens, and just cleared up a lot of confusion that I had when it comes to marriage, especially what to even talk about to somebody when you want to get to know them for the sake of marriage. So yeah, another great book that I read this year. The third book that I read this year is another manga series, and it's called I Had the Same Dream Again. And this book is so I ran into this accidentally. I was in class, I was scrolling through, I'm you know what, I want to read another manga series, but I just don't know what to read. And I saw this one, I was okay, it's 3 volumes, and that's cute. Within these 3 volumes, I tell you, it is so good. I don't want to say much about it, but this manga series, all I will say, it's so profound. You follow this little girl who has the task from her teacher to define what happiness is. Like, the teacher's asking the whole class in general, like, what is happiness to you? And so she goes through each of her friends to talk about, you know, what happiness is and just getting their perspective. But despite this being like a really simple plot, right? Like, just a little girl asking around like other people what they see happiness to be for the sake of her class assignment, it's so much more than that, and it's so much more profound. It'll just change your viewpoint on happiness and life and the decisions you make in life and how to live your life. Like, there's just so much deeper lessons, deeper wisdom within this like literally 3-volume series. Like, I'm telling you, it's so good. I love this so much. Like, it was amazing. I gave it, like, all 3 volumes were like a 5 out of 5 star for me. So how could I not mention this one? Like, this manga series is always on my tongue. It's a sign of affection. Like, come on now. Best one. So cute. I've been reading the rest of the series digitally, but like, this is just top tier. So wholesome, so cute. Like, I mean, again, I've had so many more videos explaining about this series, so you can watch all those videos, but this manga series is just the best. It is honestly the best. And it's getting an adaptation into an anime. I can't wait. It looks so good, and I can't wait. Like, I'm even thinking, like, I don't know if I should do a reaction video to the first episode. Should I do a reaction video? Comment down below if you want to see a reaction video of me watching the anime adaptation of this. But like, man, it feels good. Like, it's wonderful. It's amazing. I just love the pacing. It's so good. Again, it's so wholesome. It's the next book that I absolutely love this year. And this book honestly was like a therapy for me. Like, how many pages is this? 368 pages. 368 pages. Within this book, I had like 10 sessions of therapy and I was completely healed. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. Like, I am absolutely healed. I'm done. I'm healthy. Like, I am saved. This book, Hurricane Summer by Asha Bromfield, it is so, like, if you are a first generation, right? If you are a first generation of immigrant parents, if you come from Black and brown, you know, my POC people, this book, this is your book. This is your book. This is your book. This is your therapist. Say hi. It is like it was so transformative. I will say though, if you aren't into, like, there is like a scene where like they do get a little like the main character with like another character gets a little bit intimate, but not like, you know, it's the classic YA of like, oh, they kiss and then it fades into black kind of thing. So there is that in this book. So if you're not into that, then you could skip over it because it's like only one section of it. But regardless of it, this book in its entirety is so healing. Like, I related to the main character so much, just with, you know, her going back to her home country and seeing how people there think and act and their mentality and the way they treat women and how men treat women, and like how you know, the insecurities of like other adults that they portray onto her and her sister, and like the relationship she has with her father. And it's just so much good stuff in this book. This book is, again, 10 therapy sessions for free. You will easily be healed. Like, it is just it is such a great book. Such a great book. It is a masterpiece. It is honestly a masterpiece. The last best book that I've read of this year, and I'm still currently reading it, it is called Aken Bashi. So it's another manga series. This one, again, it is so beautiful, so good. I love it. I love it. So basically, the main character name is Akane. I swear, it's one of those books where like I'm reading and I'm like reading the words of like, you know, the Japanese words, but it's not really like, I don't process it as like the way it's written out, if that makes sense. You know, I'm kind of like jumbling it up in my head. But anyways, the main character, Akane, She is just so cool. Like, she is so cool. So there's this Japanese performance art style called raguko, and it's basically when a person, like, they kneel down on their knees on this like pillow, and it's basically acting, except this one person is acting as like different people. This book is about the main character Akane, and it actually starts out with her father. So her father is in this world called raguko. He's in that world, right? So there's like rankings of like the best rogukas, I think is what it's called, rogukas. So the best like actors, right? And they're like only like what, like 4 or 5 of them, right? And then like in order to become that, you have to like win like a bunch of like competitions and whatnot. And so her father reaches like the final competition to become like one of the like highest ranked rogukas, but he ends up being expelled after performing. And this shocks everyone because his performance was like the best. It got the most like crowd applause and everything like that. Like, everyone loved it, but the judge literally expelled him. And so Akane, right, she watched her father do this performance for so long. Like, she's even mimicked him and just like watched him from afar, like doing his thing. But after he got expelled, he then, you know, got a regular job and just like lived out his life. But Akane couldn't let go of that. One, because she was really into like what he was doing. Like, she also grew a liking to it. But also, it just really hurt her to see her father get expelled for something that he was so passionate about and so good at the same time. And she just couldn't understand, why was he expelled. So this whole manga series follows her getting into the world of raguko and her becoming, or wanting to become, the highest rank of roguka that there is, and on top of facing the judge, that very same judge that expelled her father. So it is just really like intense. It's so good. I'm learning so much about this like traditional style of like Japanese storytelling, and I think it's like honestly so cool. And it's just like reading it, like it's so like engaging, and I'm just like, whoa, like that would be a cool thing to do. Like, honestly, if I was like back then in olden day like Japan, like I feel like I would be one of those, you know, like that just looks so freaking cool and so like amazing. You know, it's like acting, but without acting with other people. Like, you're only acting as different characters, like by yourself, you know, and you have to portray each character with their emotions. So I thought that was just, again, really cool. It's an amazing manga series. I absolutely love it, and I really hope this one gets an anime adaptation, because like it'll be so cool to see. Like, it'll just be amazing. So yeah, so that is it for this video. I feel like I was all over the place, but like I'm just so happy and so glad to be back filming and to just share with you guys the books that I've read this year. If there's any books that you absolutely loved this year, please let me know in the comment section below. Or if there's any books that you absolutely just did not like and you just want to rant out in the comment section below. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone, so I just want to share this announcement with you all, and that is that I will be earning commission on any links I provide in the description box below. So this just means that any products or books that I put in the description box, and if you all click it and buy the product, that I will earn some commission on it. And this will just help me grow the channel and help me provide you all with more content. So I just want to let you all know that. And again, I want to thank you all for subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting on my videos. And yeah, until next year, bye-bye. Boom.